Welcome to 876 Wagwan to Ratted. Now we have some confirmed cases of leptospirosis in Jamaica. Watch and see Wagwan.
Epidemiologist Dr. Karen Webster Carr provided the update on the situation during a press briefing on Sunday.
We are seeing an increase in leptospirosis post-Melissa 2 weeks after. So far, we have 11 cases that have been classified as leptospirosis based on the symptoms. So we may have gotten additional notification, but when we look at what the person presented with, only 11 would have been classified as suspected leptospirosis. So these cases are in the parishes of St. James, Hanover, St. Elizabeth, and St. Anne.
Most persons are curious at this time. It is caused by exposure to usually urine of infected animals. That's the most common in terms of urine, but also other body fluids of infected animals, including if you have dead animals that have been infected with leptospirosis in waters, then of course that can lead to the bacteria being present in the waters and being able to affect individuals. So usually, it follows history of heavy rainfall, and we saw what happened after Hurricane Beryl in terms of the number of cases. And usually at this time of the year, we would see an increase in the number of leptospirosis cases. But of course, the amount of water that is around now is a lot more, so we expect to see more cases. Usually persons who are in the fields and in water, farmers, etc., would have a high degree of exposure. And, when persons have cuts, bruises, then the organism can enter the body through those areas. And it of course, if it's contaminating the food or the drink, then of course it can enter the body through that means as well as if you have the dirty hands coming from leptospirosis infected waters, and it is touching any of the mucous membranes, the eyes, inside the nostrils or inside the mouth, then you can become infected with leptospirosis. So for most of the times, it is a mild flu-like illness. 90% of the time, it's a mild flu-like illness, and persons will take paracetamol that will relieve their discomfort in terms of their pain, their fever, and it will settle. However, 5 to 10% of cases can progress and especially go on to involve the liver and the kidney and result in severe disease. And in some occasions, less than 5% of cases, we can get involvement of the brain, leading to infections of the brain and in the fluids around the brain. It can also involve the lungs, with bleeding in the lungs and with respiratory failure.
Stay with me. This is a quick one. Important public service announcement. Wash your tin cans before you use them. Wash your tin cans before you use them. Because if you ever know how much rat and cockroach run and piss over them in the supermarket, wash your tin cans before you use them.
So just take all the necessary precautions that you need to stay safe so you won't be affected by this leptospirosis.
A taximan unalived a teacher and her 14-year-old daughter in Mountain View Estate, Spanish Town, and today he was found hanging from a mango tree in Clarinda. Victims have been identified as Tara Pinnock, a primary school teacher in Portmore, and her daughter Talia Wright, a student at a high school in St. Catherine. And the taximan named Brandon Main. It is not yet said how comes this happened, but according to police reports, a domestic dispute may have contributed to this horrific act.
Further investigations that I did indicated that the argument that the teacher and the taxi operator had was over a $3.5 million that he allegedly gave her. And the taxi operator, 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 he allegedly gave whatever happened, the 3.5 was not there anymore, and that's why he got rid of her. I mean, whatever the situation was, there is always a way out. You know, these men are killing women and children like it's nothing. And of course, women are killing men too. But I'm just talking about this situation where it could have easily been dealt with a different way. Now he got rid of the woman child, innocent child, and now he got rid of himself. People, stay prayed up. Stay prayed up, because you never know what is out there. You never know. Rest in peace to your teacher and the daughter. And I can tell you this. Violence is never the answer. There's always a way out. Sometimes we have to control our emotions, because that's what is happening. You know, too much temper, too much anger. The devil just out take on us and just a wheel and turn on us off with beer foolishness. This is crazy. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing and subscribing. Until next time, walk good. Bye for now.